Right. Good afternoon, everybody, on this lovely holiday weekend. It's a big celebration for our family because we've got together for the first time since Christmas. So I'm joining you from Boston, Massachusetts today on the wonderful world of Zoom. So while Kristen was talking to the parents about looking for farming land, at the same time in 2016, I was in the kitchen with children running amok doing an education program. And the joy for me is that those children are now the high school students in your households who are coming of age where they can start to contribute to the household. So I came along today to share with you just for now, two of the programs. So I'm going to put up a screen share, this one. No, that's not what I want to share. It's this one. Okay, do we see this, everybody? Has everybody got this?
Yes.
Yes.
We have it? Okay, then I need to put the view on, play from the start. All right, have we got full screen, everybody?
Yes.
Okay, we need to put the people to the side there a little bit, maybe. 1 second now. So last year was our first year on the farm where the young people had the opportunity to earn some money to share with their families. Now, it was relatively last minute because of COVID, so it was only the last 3 weeks of summer that we managed to help the students apply for funding through Erie County and through the Mayor's Summer Youth Internship Program. And we were successful in getting funding, and these young people had the opportunity to come down onto the farm and to do various activities. Now, this first program I represent, some of you from the Karenni community might recognize Mireille there. The Mayor's Summer Internship Program, it's MSIP. It's a 6-week employment program. It's for students who are 14 to 21 years old. They pay for 20 hours per week, and it's paid at a rate of $12.80 per hour, and it's paid by check that we go down and collect at the mayor's office and then distribute. The application for this was an online application, and I'd been sending out that alert to you using text messaging and emailing. So that program has now closed, and we have quite a number of students in the Karenni community. I think there are over 12. We have some in the Somali Bantu community, some in the Thai community. So shortly I will be putting together a master list. These students have the opportunity to go to a work fair in May where they can choose various locations where they can work. There will be a limited number who will also have opportunity to come to Providence Farm to earn their 20 hours a week. The second program our youth can get gainful employment through is the Erie County Summer Youth Employment Program, SYEP. This program is 8 weeks of employment for students that are 14 to 20 years of age. Again, they will fund 20 hours per week per student. They pay at a similar rate, but this payment is made by Visa. I beg your pardon, there's an error there, forgive me. There's an error there, that is a Visa payment. Now, you will remember, those of you who were on the farm last year, this paper application is 16 pages long. They haven't gone digital. It's not like the mayor's program. So what we hope to do is once again, take the opportunity to gather your young people together and support them in preparing their application. We will put an online tutorial, but I also hope as we get released from the restrictions of COVID that we'll be able to have them come down to the farm. This application opens in April. So if you can share with your communities this PowerPoint presentation, maybe do a translation so that they understand the content and have them encourage their young adults to consider applying. So the application to these programs does not guarantee that you will be employed at Providence Farm. Yes, there will be some positions available, but students will have the opportunity to select other locations. For example, Roswell Park, Buffalo Zoo, Northumberland Workforce Training Center. So just because they apply doesn't mean that they have to or will be able to work on the farm. It is one of the sites. And there are many, many sites. I think there are probably, I don't even know. Kristen, do you know by chance when you went to the workshop, how many representative organizations were there?
They had, I think they said 700 across the county.
Okay, so there are plenty of opportunities there for students to get experience that may be of more interest to them in the immediate future. So as I say, there will be a limited number of places at Providence Farm. Those students who come to Providence Farm have to be supervised. And the supervision is the responsibility of the community from which they come. So if they are Somali Bantu community, we've had the adult leaders come down with them. If they're from the Congolese community, there'll have to be a Congolese leader with them. And the same for the Liberian and for the Burundi and the, so if you have a group of students on the farm, working on the farm, you will have to provide supervision. And from our point of view, Providence Farm Collective, what we will do is we will provide the timesheets, we will monitor the arrival time, departure time, and total up the hours. And we are not responsible for the payment. The payment comes from the mayor's office or the county office. We simply collate all of the data, put all the data together, and we send it to the various offices, and that's how you get payment for the students. What we cannot provide, unfortunately, as much as we would love to be able to provide transportation for everybody, we are limited. There may be some arrangements possible, but we just want to put it out there from the onset that we cannot take responsibility for transporting everybody to and from the farm. We also, because we're looking at quite a large number of students, we cannot provide the supervision. Yes, we will be there to support you in your role as supervisor. Yes, we will be there to help you when it comes to deciding what you would like to do with your students in designing the plan, but we can't provide the on-site supervision. There will be some food, but we would encourage the students to bring their own packed lunch, beverages, and sunscreen. So when it comes to supervision of the youths by your communities, you have two options. And the first is probably one of the easier options. This is where the parent would bring a youth from their household with them, and it would be a one-on-one supervision. So for example, Dow last summer brought his son with him. He supervised the work and he was able to secure payment. In order to get payment for the hours on the farm, number one, they have to be accepted either to the mayor's program or the county program. Two, they need to be accompanied by a parent supervisor. Three, the youth are not allowed to walk around the farm unsupervised. They must sign in the timesheet when they arrive. They must sign out on the timesheet when they leave. That's the only way we can provide information to the various offices as to how many hours your student worked. Payment is calculated based on the timesheets. So the mayor's program is paid by check. And as I misspoke earlier, the Erie County program is paid on a Visa card at the end of the program. And Providence Farm, again, I have to tell you that we are not responsible for paying the youth, and we, Kristen and I and the other board members, are there in a voluntary capacity. We do not receive any payment either. The second option is for community supervision. So this is the opportunity where you can set up little working groups. And what we're asking you to do is little groups of 10. Again, all the students in your grouping must have been accepted to the mayor's program or to the Erie County program. Number two, and this is the important one for you, the communities, if you are putting together your groups, must submit a plan. we need to know when your youth, if they're coming to the farm under your supervision, what will they be doing while they'll be there? The organizations are responsible for bringing the youth to and from the farm, and they must be accompanied by a community supervisor. There's one designated community supervisor for every 10 youth. That we think that's a good working ratio. We think you can keep your eye on 10 of them. The youth, again, are not allowed to walk around the farm unsupervised. They must sign in when they arrive. They must sign out when they leave. And the payment is calculated based on the employment timesheets. Again, number 10, PFC does not have funding to pay the community supervisors. And that's, at this point, I wonder if I could ask Mo to share how the Somali Bantu organized their groups last year. Mo, do you think you can share with us? Maybe he's
yes,
yeah.
yes. Yeah, what happened last year? We were having like a 10 youth coming to the farm, and because the PFC, they were not providing transportation, but thanks God also to a Christian that she tried put some money in her pocket, provided some lunch. Sometimes she did a lot for that. But the youth, what happened? We have the elders who are coming to the farm. Like we have Kasimo, we have Abdi Mumin, we have Saidi Somo, Osman Chivaler, Salat. So what we did, we divided them two people. Also, Museka, she used to come over helping us. So we divided the group in. So we give people.
We lost you, Mo.
Maybe we'll give Mo a chance to get back. If we can move forward and Mo, when he comes back in. Oh, there you are. You there, Mo?
Yes, I'm here.
Okay, we lost you there.
Oh, okay. So what we try to do, like we ask the parent to give some money so that we can get some gas for the car, and also the guy who was driving the car, Sharif. So we give him a little bit money when is whatever remaining we use for the gas and lunch. Whatever remaining we give to what do you call Sharif. So I may say for this one, it depends how each organization they could work. If they want to ask the youth family to pay the supervision people, like whatever they think they could provide, maybe $10, or each child to pay $20, so they could pay this guy who watching the youth. I think if they want to, but it depends how.
Thank you very much, Mo. So the idea there is that as a community, you come together, you organize your youths in group of 10, and you assign a supervisor. And then as a community, you can decide how you would like to organize yourself so that perhaps you could give some financial support to your supervisor. The application that Kristen has prepared here for us helps you to tell us what you will be doing. Now, it's too small to read. It's just more that you'll be able to recognize the template when you see it. So we will be asking for the details of your organization, what you would like to do with your students, and who will be coming with you. So your next step now is to complete this PFC youth employment application, and it's due by, oh my goodness, we can't see it. It's due by April 30th. And you send it into providencefarmcollective@gmail.org. We will help your youths to apply for the Erie County program. As I say, the mayor's program is closed. It was an easy application. It was online. I sent you practically every other week a reminder. I hope you saw them, and I hope some of your students took advantage of it. This Erie County program takes a lot more time to fill in the application form, so we know you'll need support with this. And the PFC staff and board will contact your organization by May 15th to let you know that your organization's plan is acceptable, that you have identified a sufficient amount of work for the students to do, and that you have the adequate number of supervisors. So with that, I'll ask you if you have any other questions.
I'll just
Any
add real
questions?
quick, Eileen, that in that email, I resent the email with today's link. And so if you look back on that email, you'll see the application attachment as well as some information for the programs if you're reaching out to students. So if you can't find it, just let me know and I will send the application over to you.
Any other questions? If not, I'll hand back to Kristen and Beth and Mo.
I guess not.
Thanks,
So
guys.
I